Hello everyone and welcome to the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro, Alfian Put.
Future pro, keyword, future.
Future. Not right now, in the future.
That's right.
Joining us for today's show is the Full Metal Judge, Steve Foley.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, we had you on, which is very apt. We had you on the last time when we were discussing about Kaladesh and what we want to see from Kaladesh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's great to have you back onto the show.
Sure. In reflection, we made some good calls, I think, on that show, but plenty of not so correct calls also.
Steam Flogger Boss being one. Clearly...
Steve Flogger Boss? What's that?
Clearly wrong. Steam Flogger Boss is this creature with a mechanic. Conjoin? What was it?
Conjoin?
I forget what's the mechanic.
Referenced contraptions.
Oh yeah, contraptions. Yeah. So whenever you like join contraptions or you contract contraptions, you do it again. So Mark Rosewater, he mentioned that we made a mechanic work, and then everybody thought what mechanic was there? Oh, Steam Flogger Boss was the only one in Future Sight which had like this mechanic that was not exploited at all. You had Delve, you had stuff like Logic Knot, you had Delve, you had what other
Madness?
Oh well, Madness was a long time coming. I forget. You have a lot of stuff like Horizon Canopy and shit like that.
Okay.
So yeah, people are just going crazy about Steam Flogger Boss. Like, oh man, it's going to be reprinted. Or there's going to be like some crazy good contraption that I can use in Modern. No, people, no, there isn't.
I'm still kind of holding out hope for it being an Aether Revolt.
In the second one? No, but Aether Revolt is about like the rise of the machines, man. Where's the Steam Flogger Boss going to be?
Self-assembly, automated machine workshops or something, I don't know.
And in that world, there are no goblins. There are gremlins.
So
Steam Flogger Boss does not fit in that world.
What if goblins spawned off the gremlins? He became a mutant due to some accident or something.
Like you pour water on the gremlins.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep using Aether, induces some mutation. Suddenly, gremlins evolve to goblins. I don't know.
Man, that is a far-fetched story, but
that might work.
That might work. How are you guys feeling today? We met on the weekend, actually. We were at WMCQ, which we'll talk about in a short while. But yeah.
Sure. Tired after that, yeah.
Really bad.
I think otherwise we're pretty good. I mean, tiring weekend, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Again, we are recording on Tuesday. Yeah, we said last week we're going to shift it back to Sunday, but we lied. Because we always lie.
We couldn't help it this time.
We couldn't help it, yeah. We really couldn't help it. We want to shift it to Sunday. Next week also we got to do it on a weekday, which is
because Sunday is pre-release. Yeah,
man, this MTG schedule. Stop scheduling stuff on the weekend, people, so that we can record. But
that's when people are on holiday.
No, but you're not on holiday. You're working in the store.
I'm going to NS in a bit.
Oh, okay.
In 4
national
months.
Service. For those of you who don't live in Singapore, it's a national service.
It's what's the word?
Conscription.
That's right. That's the word. Eldrazi conscription.
Oh yeah. Anyway, this week we'll be talking about the spoilers. But before we begin the show, just remind you that you are watching or listening to the Power 9 podcast. If you're only listening to the what's that?
Audio?
Oh, 9, yeah. If you're only listening to your audio, we also have a video version, which is available on YouTube. Just go search for Power 9 Podcast. And if you're there, just subscribe, like the video, and share, whatever. Because we do crazy stuff on the show, like do the podcast without pants on.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just at least tell them we don't have pants on so that they will at least go click onto that video.
Oh, yeah, I do not have shirt on, too.
Oh yeah, no pants, no shirt, no shoes, but we still get service.
That's right. Oh, what?
So
look at that body. You're not listening to Elemental?
I do. That's old song.
Yeah, exactly. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were going to talk about spoilers, but before we begin, we always start the show with my week in Magic.
Yeah.
So, how was your week in Magic? We're going to just talk about WMCQ, right?
Yes.
It just happened last weekend.
From 3 points of views.
Yeah, so you were you were not playing.
I was not playing.
So what were you doing at WMCQ? You were there.
I was running stuff. I was running the sales booth. I was doing small errands and stuff.
You're the runner for the show. For basically Mark and Ben, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Like, hey, Alfia, we need toilet paper. Woo.
I'm the butler.
Butler, yeah. You're like Kato, Alfia, go get the.
yeah, that's me.
But it was fun. I saw that you were kind of stressed out at the beginning, but I think you eased into the flow. I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're a pretty okay salesman, I guess. Like trying to convince people, please buy my pack.
Buy my stuff.
No, you weren't buying. You were exchanging for.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Somebody out there in the audience had what's that? The tickets. What were the tickets called?
Points,
yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you could trade in points for stuff, like 4 points for a pack.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, 1 point. Well, there was a grinder out there with all the points, not affiliated to the store at all. And yeah, you could buy points from that grinder to go,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, what that guy is. I feel like, how did he get all those points?
I don't know, man. It was like he ground a lot. Yeah, he played a lot. Man, so.
That's right.
But how's your overall experience? How do you this is the first WMCQ you've been to, right?
Yeah.
But did you play the other two?
No,
okay. So this is the first time you've been to the WMCQ.
and I wasn't playing.
You weren't playing.
My brother was playing though.
Yeah.
He got wrecked.
Yeah, your brother came up to me like after the fact and was like, man, I'm no good. 0-3. And then he just like dropped. Like,
Apparently, playing combo is hard when people have a lot of Inquisitions and Thought Seizers.
Oh yeah. What was your brother playing though?
Mere Retriever, Heartless Summoning.
Oh man.
He was going to combo them out with Grape Shot or Impact Tremors or Auto of the Brood.
Oh yeah.
But every time you got Auto the Brood out, K command. Oh man.
No.
And then
man, he made a lot of Jun decks.
Yeah, he did. Sorry for his loss.
Yeah, Grixis decks and Jun decks. Oh well. Steve, how was your weekend?
It was okay. I was judging the SCG IQ on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
So that went pretty okay, I think. Some confusion about Angel's Grace, the card.
Yeah, okay. So we'll talk about that in Judge Call.
Sure.
Just a small did you know?
Yes. But
Did you know magic?
Did you know? Because we didn't. And that caused a lot of confusion over the weekend.
But apart from that, I mean, it went pretty well, I think.
It was quite smooth, right?
Yeah, everything was, running more or less on time. No major, distractions or bad things happening.
No after time minus 35 minutes for the last 5 turns. Oh my god, who the hell plays for 35 minutes in the last 5 turns? Oh,
no
goodness.
bomb threats.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
Yeah, and I was there with you. We were judging.
Sure, yeah.
I was the scorekeeper.
You were everything.
Yeah. How was I doing?
How did you guys not give him slow play warning?
We did. Eventually, I think on Sunday they did, but I wasn't judging on Sunday. But yeah, we were judging together,
Okay.
and I was just sitting there staring at a computer, like reading out cheats, like, okay, 2-0 next, 1-2 next.
Jeez.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and then double checking those. So it's the first time I had to do scorekeeping for such a large event,
Nice.
and it's not even large. Like I can't imagine Clifford doing 214 people for the WMCQ, and he did it 3 times.
Damn.
That was the correct response. But, yeah, still, so how about Sunday? Sunday you were playing, right?
Sunday, yeah, I was playing the Big Magic IQ. I brought an Infect, a deck I've been playing for like 3 years at this point, but I have not played it in about 3 months, so I did not do so well.
Ouch.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I made some really stupid mistakes, admittedly, because I just have not practiced enough. But, it was fun. Getting back into practice is necessary, so it was nice to do it at that event.
Okay.
Plus, I was surprised by how large the WMCQs are here. Yeah, I mean, the main event had like 200 and something people, right?
Yeah, 214 people in the main event, and that was hilariously huge.
That
9
is
rounds. You'd have to do, I think, 8 wins and 1 loss. And I think there's one guy with 7 wins and 1 loss and 1 draw that made it through.
That's
That's
crazy.
it. Yeah, that's crazy.
He had some good tiebreakers.
He had some crazy good tiebreakers. Well, Solomon Poco had gotten in. I think Sopo went 7-2, and if something didn't happen at an earlier table, like Solomon Poco would have gone in because he had the highest tiebreakers.
Oh man, sorry.
Actually, I had higher tiebreakers than him until round 4. So yeah.
Yeah, I noticed I came in during the middle of like round 3 or 4, and I just looked at the top table, and you and Solomon both at the top
At the
table.
top,
I was like, woo, these guys are doing well.
Yeah.
My friends, they know how to play Magic.
My favorite
me.
part was when my favorite part was when I saw you and Sebastian playing.
Oh yeah, the literal clash of the Titans, spirits and Titans.
How are you a Titan?
No, he's a Titan. 'Cause
Oh,
he's
yeah.
playing Breach Titan.
Preach
Are you
Titan.
Yeah, I
playing
was
Clash
playing
of Wills?
No, I was playing spirits. That's bad.
Spirited away.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the weekend was fun. Did you do anything else? Well, you were.
No.
The weekend for me was very packed. So yeah, Saturday was judging. Saturday we set up, and on Sunday I got to play. And Sunday I did pretty well. I brought in a deck that is I guess you can call it a variation of like Crack West Coast list. I didn't quite like Crack West Coast list.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't feel the love, man.
The love?
I really didn't feel the love from his deck. I was like, okay, cool. I know you love white weenies. I know you are the boss of white weenies, but I think I can make it my own. I know, I've been playing non-Merfolk Edaval decks for quite a while now. So
Non-Merfolk interval decks.
Yeah.
So you're playing Asper, right?
Yeah, I was playing Asper Spirits. The Splash Black was for
Lingering
Sorin.
Souls.
Yeah, Lingering Souls and Sorin. And that's about it. And even in the sideboard, I don't have any black cards. I don't think I do. Yeah, it's a really fun deck to play. When people don't understand what you're trying to do, that's the best time to just take the opportunity to just hit them where it hurts.
That's right.
Edaval, yeah, you Edaval in an Eidolon of Rhetoric, and I always give my opponents the chance to react. So I tap the Edaval, I look at them, respond, and then they say no. And then Eidolon of Rhetoric. I think I played against the Infect deck, and then they were very sad.
What's Rhetoric do again?
It's a rule of law. You can only cast 1 spell a turn.
Oh,
Each
shit.
player can only cast 1 spell a turn.
Oh, that's broke.
So that's the thing. I can Violet in, and then he can't cast any more spells. And then I cast a Spell Queller to eat up whatever he just
That's good.
cast.
So good.
And then he just looks and then like, yeah, that happened. Get wrecked.
It's so hard for Infect to get around that sort of effect, I think.
Yeah. I just realized, I put 1 in my main board thinking, okay, maybe if I play against Sting the Ice or if I play against Living End, it will be a fantastic like 1 off and 1 in the sideboard. And I realized like that 1 in the main board, like people respect it way too much. Like I don't think it's that good, but people just like look at it like, I kind of need to cast more than 1 spell a turn to win this game. So
Yeah, I think with Infect particularly, it happens to me a lot where you get into this kind of mental game of like, do they have removal, do they not? And so you want to hold up pump spells and protection and everything all for the same turn to just blitz through. So yeah.
And when you suddenly just get locked out like, so I can pump my guy now, but I can't protect him. And if I try to protect him now, I can't I can't protect him again.
Yes.
Well, there's Vines of Vastwood.
There's Vines of Vastwood,
They
but
just respond with path
that's the thing,
or something.
So if you can cast only 1 spell a turn, I'm just letting you pull the trigger. If you pull the trigger first, you lose. And so all the time I'm just like getting like 1 or 2 infect damage from like the Noble Hierarchs and stuff like that. That's okay. When my flyers are like dealing, a good 5, 6, like 10 damage a turn and like gaming, the life gain is not important, but like, they're just swinging for tons of damage and you can't block, and that becomes a problem. So, yeah. Man, I like this deck a lot. I went 5-2. The last round I played against Faisal, which, I was kidding before, we started like, okay, I'm going to play here. I'm going to crush your dreams, and then I'm going to drop. Of course, I was just going to give him the win because I was going to drop after that. I had to come back to do the streaming for the top 8. Ended up, I actually won the game. We actually played the proper game. I won the game, and before I could say anything, he wrote on the slip, he signed the slip, and he left. I was like, dude, I'm gonna drop after this. It doesn't make sense. You have a chance to like make it to the top 32 or top 16. With this, if you beat me, like your tiebreakers are gonna be like really good. And no, then he just signed the slip and he just left. Like cool. Pride.
That's unfortunate.
Pride's all.
And then I just left after that. I'm like, dude, I left with a 5-2 record. That's
okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I think I could have done better. Like the two games that I lost were like really weird. And one of them was against Sebastian.
Yeah.
He looked at me and said, "You got a spell queller, I die." I didn't have the spell queller. I could have drew any spell that turn to probably win the game at that point in time because I had Mausoleum Wanderer. And Mausoleum Wanderer, by the way, freaking good card. Like, you don't understand how much people respect it until the guy goes Inquisition or Thought sees you and takes away your Mausoleum Wanderer. It's like, okay, cool, man. I got Spell Queller in hand, but he takes away the Mausoleum Wanderer. All right, that's.
I think Mausoleum Wanderer probably has the potential to do a lot of different things because the X keeps changing,
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think players probably don't want to have the hassle of trying to
play
think
around
about that and play around it.
And it's so hard to play around. Like Curse Catcher, you can play around.
Mm-hmm.
Like your opponent has Aether Vial on 1 if you're playing against a Merfolk deck. Like you know that there's probably going to be a Curse Catcher there or a Judge's Familiar, depending on whichever deck you play. So you can play around that, but you can't really play around Mausoleum Wanderer because you can flash in the Mausoleum Wanderer, and then you flash in another Spirit, and that becomes like really hard to just now I have to pay 2, or now I have to pay 3, and then you try to bolt it or you try to get rid of it, and suddenly you have Rattle Chains.
Mm-hmm.
Or you flash in, Drogskull Captain, and give it hexproof. And then Drogskull, that's the worst part, like you flash in a Drogskull Captain.
It's plus
and
2
then
power.
Then it becomes plus 2 power. And now I have to pay 3 to not get this spell countered, and it's not going to work.
That's rest in peace right there.
Yeah, it's rest in peace. It's a really fun deck to play. And I think, I have the advantage right now that people don't know how to play against it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people I play against, I don't think anybody else was playing Spirits. Most of the people that I was playing against had no clue what the hell I was doing until the game was over. And then I showed them, okay, this is my deck. Cool.
I think it's this is less true now than it was a few months ago, but Modern has a tendency to just be a very rigid format, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, they construct sideboards expecting to face decks X, Y, and Z. So when there's a rogue deck coming from nowhere, it's like there's people.
I can't handle it!
Yeah. I've been pretty much away from Magic for the past few months, and Modern seems a bit more diverse now than when I last was playing more regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Generally speaking, I think rogue left field decks kind of confuse the hell out of a lot of people.
I cannot compute. So yeah, that was my advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I ended up dropping. I think I could have definitely made like top 32.
Get some packs.
Get some packs, get some prizes. But I had to drop and did the top 8 streaming down here at Grey Ogre Games.
Nice.
Where we are.
So what happened? Who would stream if you got to top 8?
Well, it was supposed to be Cass, Ang, and myself. And then if Cass top 8, then I will get somebody else. If I top 8'd, then Cass will get somebody else. If both of us top 8'd, then Mark and Chin Hao would have to do it.
Okay.
Or like 2 random people. But instead, it was me. And Cass did not top 8. In fact, Cass dropped out of round 3
So
or
I'm at the big Magic
2,
IQ.
Yeah.
It's a BMIQ, which
guy.
he also dropped out of. But instead, I was playing again. I was paired with Felix Leong.
Oh, okay.
So that was an interesting session for me, I thought. But yeah, okay. That was fine, I guess. It was totally okay.
It's okay. I'll help you cast tonight, so I'll remind you
Yay.
how good it is to have me by your side.
Yeah, are you not playing the standard tonight?
Probably not. Waiting for Kaladesh.
Okay.
I dismantled my deck in anticipation for my new sick disappearing act control deck.
I still have the burn deck if you want to play.
I'll flip a
Because
coin.
you're in contention for the playmat. Last week you went 3-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in contention for first place, man.
Oh, am I? Let me check the score list.
In the meantime, so yeah, that was our week in Magic, which was very fun. I think WMCQ always very fun.
Yeah,
my first time playing Modern in so long, and I'm surprised I actually won a game. In fact, I
won 5 games.
I won 5 games, so I was actually like, oh, I won a game. I could do this, and like people were cheering me on, which is great. They even had a bet going on that 30-1 bet that I would make top 8. So yeah,
That seems pretty reasonable in
That-
hindsight.
yeah, that was actually okay. Like you have 200 people, you have 214 people, and there's only 8 places. So actually, a 30-1 bet is a normal. I guess it's a normal bet. But yeah, Mark took it up. He lost $1. Oh well. Womp 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 womp.
What's he against?
No, he was betting with Poe, I think.
Oh, okay.
Solomon, yeah. Alright, so we're going to hit into the spoilers. But before we do, let's go through... Shall we do some Kaladesh release notes first?
Release notes? What do you
The
mean?
release notes. the
Oh,
release notes.
okay, sure.
We'll just skim through it. You can find this on the Wizards website. Wow, we've got a lot of things to go through today. Okay, so the release notes, general information. You've got the inventions. For those of you who don't know, you can use the inventions in the pre-release or in limited sets. So if you do have a soul ring, good on you.
I have a sword.
Lucky you, or you got a sword.
That's a bomb, right? You put it in your deck no matter what, man.
Lucky son of a gun.
I just realized it's protection from 2 colors.
Yes.
So that means like the one guy who gets a sword is like God.
Yeah, it's likely so. He's definitely the one guy who gets the sword, right? He's definitely passing on those other 2 colors. So if you get like Sword of Light and Shadow, right? So you're definitely not going to draft white and black. You just pass on the white and black. Hopefully you'll meet this guy in the finals. Hopefully you draw your swords, and then the guy will be wrecked. That's really mean. Okay, so the inventions, you can use them. We talk about the energy mechanic. So this is a new mechanic. So you can get energy from a lot of things, from the sun, from things around you by eating. And the energy counters, kind of counter the player may have. Basically, energy stays with you. It does not cycle out like like from your mana pool. So you just keep getting energy over and over again. Please find a way to signal how much energy you have. That's very important.
A counter at least.
Yeah, or you can use your old Pokemon cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will go and dig out all my energy cards. I have a stack of energy cards somewhere.
I know someone from the MTG auction group was selling like foil energy cards the other day.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy those. Like, I was very tempted.
Oh, come on, man.
Someone reported the post. I was like, dude, that's not against the rules, man.
Yeah, it's not against rules. You can sell cards here.
Damn Nazis.
Yeah. There's a new mechanic, vehicles and crew. The basically vehicles, you have to tap people or you have to tap creatures to crew the vehicle, and for that turn they become creatures. Yeah, artifact creatures. Instead of just artifacts. Otherwise, they are just artifacts with no power and toughness, so you can't give them enchantments and stuff like that to kill them, or kill them with sorcery speed shenanigans. And this crew thing you can activate also out of your turn. So you can activate it during your turn, you can activate it out of your turn defensively.
Oh, to block.
Yeah, to block.
Okay.
You may tap more creatures than necessary to activate the crew ability, which is fine, depending on what you may have, because there are some crew members which are better than others.
That's right.
Creatures that crew a vehicle aren't attached to it or related to it in any way. Effects that affect the vehicle, such as destroying it or giving it a +1/+1 counter, don't affect the creatures that crewed it. This does not make sense though. Because if you are in the car, or if you are in the spaceship, and the spaceship explodes, there are no... Well, it did not say in the flavor text that there are escape pods. That you have eject seats.
Have you seen the movies and like TV shows and like anime and shit?
There's always a way that people will survive. Right?
Exactly. Have you not? You know what Gundam is?
Yeah.
I've seen Gundams explode and the pilot inside they live. Like this bit, it's like this is. I'm alive.
Deus Ex Machina.
Exactly. That's the word.
I'm part of the plot. Hey.
Kirayamato.
But it doesn't make sense if the vehicle explodes. Like if you take a race car and you smash it into a wall, you know, no amount of airbags gonna save you from that whiplash or this thing. At most, the creature should be like terribly disabled or maimed or something like that. So
disabled camel.
Disabled camel, right? Like camel with like one leg. It's a single hump camel. Alright, okay, when a vehicle becomes a creature, important thing, when a vehicle becomes a creature, that doesn't count having a creature enter the battlefield, so it already is on the battlefield.
That makes sense.
And last but not least, if a opponent becomes a copy of a vehicle, the copy won't be a creature, even if the vehicle it's copying has become an artifact creature. The only exception is the one that when it enters the battlefield, it animates itself already.
There's a card, right? The 6/1 trample haste card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good ass card.
It's okay. Well, I think it's quite fun, and it's got haste too.
Yeah.
All right. New rules term. Create. Create is a new term for an old concept, the act of putting a token onto the battlefield. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty self-explanatory. You got the new ability keyword fabricate. Is that when it enters the battlefield, fabricate N means when this permanent enters the battlefield, you may put N+1/+1 counters on it. If you don't, create N11 colorless servo artifact creature tokens. If a permanent has multiple instances of fabricate, each triggers separately, and you can put each one on the stack separately. So if let's say you got fabricate 2 and fabricate 2, or fabricate 2 and fabricate 1, you can make one servo, and then you can put 2+1/+1 counters on the guy, or you can put 3+1/+1 counters on the guy, or you can make 2 servos and put 1+1/+1 counter on the guy, or you can make 3 servos. You can do a lot of stuff. Alright.
All that inventing.
What?
All that inventing and choosing what to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like fabricating stuff. Well, there's a lot of like stories. Oh, this one's very cool. The new presentation story spotlight cards. So there are 5 story spotlight cards. We have the Inventors Fair. We have Captured by the Consulate, where we have like Chandra's mom, Pianala, like being captured. No. We have Deadlock Trap. Got Fateful Showdown, and we got Confiscation Coup. So these are like the 5 plot points in the story. So if you happen to open them, they have the Planeswalker symbol on them, which is really cool. So if you get a foil, I think that's really nice.
I feel like this is pretty funny because last set we had Nisa going, Ashaya, no. Now this set we had Chandra going, Mom, no. Wonder who's next.
I don't know. Maybe Tezzeret. Like Nico Bolas, like, Daddy, no. Freaking daddy issues. Okay, so that is that's most of it. And then there are card specific notes. I recommend you read all of them on the Magic website. I'll put a link in the show notes. Alright, so let's get into full spoilers, and then we can talk about like some strategies.
Oh yeah.
Do we do by date? I think we do by color.
Okay.
So yeah, you can head down to Mythic Spoiler, and you sort by number. So that will give you like the color. Gives you in like the color blocks and stuff like that. So yeah, well, should we do by date?
I think you should do it. I think you should cover it all in general.
All in general, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've broken it down into certain what do you call it, categories.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a few mechanics. We have the fabricate mechanic,
Yeah.
which is mostly found in blue and green, and some in black. Well, it's found in all the colors, but mostly in blue and green. Oh no, it's mostly in blue, yeah, and green. Then we have the +1/+1 counters, which is mostly in green.
Mm-hmm.
We have energy, which is actually mostly in blue. We have, and black as well. Black
Mhm.
actually has a lot of like good energy givers. We have energy users, and we have vehicles
Vehicles.
and good crew members for vehicles. All right, so let's go through the lot, shall we?
Okay.
So let's start off with good energy makers. Good energy makers. Okay, so there's a few. We've got like Consulate surveillance, which is uncommon. We'll talk a lot about the uncommon and the common cards because those are the ones that we haven't spoiled a lot of. But yeah, we will go through those. Consulate surveillance, which is fantastic. It's a 4-mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy counters. And you can pay 2 energy counters. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this turn by a source of your choice. Which is great. Great for stopping that green colored Gearhawk. But more importantly, it gives you 4 what do you call it? It gives you 4 energy counters, yeah. Which is nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Just
one sauce though.
Yeah, just one source. We also have Eddy Trailhawk. This one's also a good one. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters, and then when you attack, you can pay 1. Then you give another creature flying.
Ooh,
That's
I really
fine.
like this one.
Yeah, this one is like a 2 mana for 1/2, and you get like a flyer, and then
Yeah.
you get 2 energy counters, which you can actually use for something else.
I
which
feel
is
that
great.
2 mana for 1/2 is really like this is a Stormcrow. It's a Stormcrow.
Exactly, that's the Stormcrow. So I guess it passes the vanilla test.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nowadays you got like 2 mana, like 2/1s can only block like Vaporkins and stuff like
1 mana 2/1s, man.
Oh yeah, 1 mana. But yeah, this one gives you the upside of giving you energy, and then when it attacks, you can give somebody else evasion, which is great. What else do we have as good energy makers? The rest of them are in blue. Blue has Aether Theorist, which is a 2 mana 1/3. Enters the battlefield, gets you 3 energy, but the ability is really cool. The ability is that you tap and pay 1 energy, you get a scry 1.
Oh wow, this is very flavorful, man. Because the theory, you're just looking at stuff.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, this is very cool. You get a body and you get some energy. The last time we had a 2 mana 1/3 was what's that Merfolk guy? The one that can block.
Maritime.
Yeah, something like
Guard.
Maritime Merfolk or
Maritime Guard, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. And that was in Origins and stuff like that. Like,
He kind of sucked.
yeah, it kind of sucked, but people still had to play it. In fact, in what's that? The last one, SOI. You also had a blue color 2 mana 1/3 that did nothing. So this is pretty good, and it's also at a common. So that's pretty good. Other energy makers are Glimmer of Genius. I like this one.
Oh yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah. What's that? Glimmer of Genius. What's Glimmer of Genius?
Scry
Yeah,
to draw
Scry
2.
2. Yeah. Instant speed, 4 mana. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards and you get 2 energy.
This is a great card.
Yeah.
This is like
pretty good.
I don't know if this is better than Read the Bones, but I'm gonna go on the arm and leg to say it is better than Read the Bones.
Yeah, the fact that you can do it instant speed as well as the Scry 2, I believe.
You don't lose life from this too.
Yeah. Comparative analysis, 4C. What was the other? Was it Inspiration? There was a 4 mana
Divination?
draw 2 cards. No, that's 3 mana draw 2 cards.
Oh.
There's one 4 mana draw 2 cards at instant speed. Comparative analysis was better than that card. And this is clearly better than comparative analysis.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
comparative analysis you can search. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can pay
search.
less mana. But this one gets you scry to then draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
so
it digs you 4 cards deep.
oh yeah, I like that dig in.
Going 4. This is 4 off in the control deck, man.
Well, it depends on what you want to do with the energy though.
What if you don't do anything with energy?
Then you shouldn't be playing that card.
Hey, man.
The other one, I don't know whether High Tide Hermit would make the cut.
High Tide
Do you think-
Hermit? Wait, where is it? A, B, C, G, H.
Yeah, H. High Tide Hermit, it's got Defender, it's 5 mana. When it enters battlefield, you get 4 energy. And then you can pay 2 energy. High Tide Hermit can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender.
I don't know.
It's okay, it's just okay, right?
It's a good energy producer, but honestly, I'd rather be spending it on something other than its own ability.
Exactly. At
So-
5 mana, I think you can do a lot better.
I guess that means it's probably mostly going to be just sitting there blocking,
Yeah.
so it's not as proactive as I'd like it to be.
We have Minister of Inquiries, which is 1 mana, get 2 get 2 energy counters, and then you can pay an energy to start milling your opponent. But the one I actually like a lot, is the Thriving Turtle. It's 1 mana, 0/3. It enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy, and then when it attacks, you can pay 2 energy and give it a +1/+1 counter.
That's
So-
pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. You get like 1 mana, you can get a 1/4 essentially. So
This
and
would
it
be
blocks, right?
1 mana, 1/4. Take it any day, man.
Yeah, man. 1 mana, 1/4. It's pretty good, and it's a common of
Yeah.
all things.
so healthy looking as well. He's purely like thriving, really. The art is
Clearly thriving, right?
so happy.
It feels good to see a happy turtle once in a while.
Happy turtle.
Yeah.
In black, there aren't a lot of good energy producers, but the ones that are notable are like Live Fast and Die Young, I think. Die Young is actually we'll talk about that later, like good energy sinks. Die Young is a fantastic energy sink. This will clear out the way for like you said, blue green. If you're gonna play the Glimpse of Genius,
Mhm.
you have to play Die Young.
I don't know, man. I don't like it at sorcery speed.
I know it's sorcery speed, but like it's can almost clear any creature in the game if you've got enough energy.
Yeah, I guess.
It can kill an Emrakul too because it's a sorcery. Right? Yeah, but I don't think you want to spend like 13 energy. Like you just channel all the energy. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
Om
if-
Shanti, Om Shanti.
I'm on. Well, actually, now that you say it, 2 mana for
And then it gets you
this
2
effect.
energy on top of that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll try testing this in place of Grasp of Darkness.
No, Grass of Darkness is still good. It's just that this has
No.
added benefit.
Yeah, maybe I'll play this instead of Grass. See what happens.
So black actually has a lot of good energy users,
Oh,
but not a lot of good energy producers, with the exception of Thriving Rats. Enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. It's a 1/2. When it attacks, you can pay 2 energy, and you can put a +1/+1 counter on it.
This thriving cycle, man.
Yeah, this is okay. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but yeah, it's one of the few energy producers.
Some
in
limited
black.
format
Oh.
stuff.
Alright, so we move to red, and red is fantastic for energy giving. Red and artifacts are very good energy giving. Either Torch Renegade, this one's fantastic. When it enters battlefield, you get 4 energy.
Whoa.
4 freaking energy.
Whoa.
You can pay 2, so you have to tap it. It's a 1/2. You tap it, you pay 2 energy, it deals 1 damage to target creature. You tap it, you pay 8 energy, it deals 6 damage to target player. Bang! In the face. This one's fun. More energy producers, let's see. Harness Lightning is a good energy producer as well as a good energy sink. Because you get 3 energies and it doesn't, you don't have to pay all the energy into it.
Yeah, you can just pay like maybe 1 or 2,
Mm.
so you don't waste like resources on that 2/1 which you want to get rid of.
And here's the best part, like, you can use this. They have to respond to you casting Harness Lightning. You don't have to decide how much energy you want to put into killing the creature first. So the guy has to respond. Let's say the Giant Growth a 2/1. So you can just cast this and get 3 energy and don't do anything else. just get 3 energy, and like I'm gonna deal 0 energy to 0 damage to this
Got
creature.
pranked,
That's
bro.
I got wrecked. But that's cool. You have a side effect of you whiffing on a spell. And that's important. What else did I put in here? Harness Lightning, yeah. Thriving Grubs is also a very cute energy maker card. Thriving Grubs.
Thriving grub.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the Gremlin. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2. So it's a 2/1, and then when it attacks, you can pay 2. You get +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, that's about it.
Some passengers ride without tickets.
Oh yeah, and then some of them die. No, they don't.
Not this guy.
It's too healthy to die. I mean, they're thriving. They
They're
can't
thriving.
yeah.
They're in the game.
unless they die
Okay.
young.
The one that I think is quite exciting, but it's a rare, is Bristling Hydra in green.
Cool.
So this one, when it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. You can pay 3 and put a +1/+1 counter on Bristling Hydra. It gains hexproof until end of turn. So yeah, it's got bonus upon bonus upon bonus.
Oh yeah.
So if you go up to that point with additional 3 extra,
Mm-hmm.
your Bristling Hydra is going to be like nigh unstoppable. You know.
Oh yeah.
So others in green. Okay, so green. There's one which I have to preface. It's not a fantastic card. What was it? That 1 mana to get you 2 energy and search for a land card.
Attune with Ether.
Is it Attune with Ether?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's right there. Attune with Ether.
It's okay.
I don't know. Like, for you to search your library for a basic land card, like that, this card is a land card with 2 energy on it.
Yeah,
That's
but it can
right?
fix your mana.
It can help you fix your mana if you're playing like a very multicolored deck,
5C.
5-color energy deck. I think that's a bit greedy. But hey, I'm gonna try to make it anyway.
God damn it, man.
But yeah, if you do open this, if you've got no like other things that give you energy, I guess Attune with Aether is good.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. Why not?
You also have the one that's really actually very good is Sage of Shyla's Claim. This is the 2 mana 2/1 enters battlefield, gives you 3 energy, and that's it, which is great. The other one is the Servant of the Conduit. Also enters the battlefield, gives you 2 energy. And you can tap it, pay 1, and gets you 1 mana of any color into your mana pool. So this one's really good because it's a 2/2, and then it's also a Birds of Paradise, and also gives you energy on top of that,
Nice.
like double Birds of Paradise.
What do you think about Thriving Rhino?
I think it's okay, but I guess it's okay.
Got another Rhino in it.
Rhino.
New Rhino, man. Wrong type of Rhino, but
Sigi Rhino.
Siage Rhino.
Siege Rhino. The one, okay, so multicolored cards, there's the Voltaic Brawler, which is damn good.
Yeah, that's pretty
Enters the
good.
battlefield, gives you 2 energy. When it attacks, you can pay 1 energy and it gets +1/+1 and gains trample. By the way, it's a 3/2.
That
So this is
passes
pretty
the
good, yeah.
test already.
It passed the vanilla test like easily. So the other cards that give you energy is the blue Puzzle Knot and the green Puzzle Knot. I forget what they're called.
There's also the other multicolored card, Imperial Voyager,
Is it?
the blue-green one. It's a 2/3.
Oh
with
yeah.
flying and trample.
Oh man, how did
one's
I
pretty
miss
good.
this? Yeah. When it deals, woo, flying trample.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
remember.
amazing.
Yes, 3 mana, 2/3 flying trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, you get that many energy counters. Oh man,
I like that one.
pump spells. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
you like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's really good. That's
Yep.
actually damn good.
I can't remember if there are many ways to get 1/1 counters onto other creatures, but if there are, maybe you could just
Because
load up
command is
on.
gone. Yeah.
Green has a bit of Fabricate, and green has a bit of putting counters on creatures.
Yeah, if there's a way to just load up this guy with all of those counters, I think that's going to be just the best thing.
And that's the thing, like you can splash the blue because if you happen to open a Servant of the Conduit, or if you happen to open a what's the name? Attune with the Aether. Yeah, that's how you splash the blue. Make it green and then you splash. Splashy splash. What else do we have? Okay, then we have the puzzle knots as well. So those are good energy givers. The rest of them are rare though, so I don't really want to talk about the rest. Yeah, Glass Blower's puzzle knot. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 2, then you get 2 energy. Then you can sacrifice it and you do the exact same thing. And then you have Wood Weaver's puzzle knot. That one's also gives you lots of energy. Damn. Let's talk about energy users. I think and going down the list, the one that I really like also is the Eddie Trailhawk as well. It's a good energy user because it gives other creatures evasion.
I just really like that card overall.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so good.
Already, the minute it enters the battlefield, like it's got evasion. It's a 1/2, which means that it can block like with the 1 drops, and then on top of that, it gives somebody else evasion. And if you get more energy on top of that, you can just automatically give like creatures you control evasion. Although you can only give like 1 creature evasion.
You notice here also that some of the energy givers are also like energy takers.
Some of them are, but some of their abilities are not as good.
Yeah.
So that one is really good. The Aether Theorist, we talked about that before. Aether Squall Ancient, I like this card. Like, it's crazy. You pay, it gives you 3 energy. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get 3 energy, which, well, it's a rare. So we'll talk a bit about the rest. But yeah, you gotta pay 8 and return all other creatures to their owner's hands. Activate this ability only when you can cast an instant. Cast a sorcery. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like this card.
Dude, if you open this up in your pool, you are playing it.
I mean, standard.
What?
I mean, standard.
Yeah, no, in standard you could also be playing it, man. Like
really?
clear the board, dude. Just like, all your creatures, bye.
I think in sealed and drafts, I think this is amazing.
Yeah, it's such a bomb.
I think maybe also in EDH, maybe. I'm gonna try it out because return all other creatures.
Yeah,
I mean,
which means that your own creatures go back. Which usually you're playing the creatures that gave you energy, which means that you can play those creatures again, get you the energy, and then you bounce everything else again. Then you play it again, and then bounce everything else again. You play again. You get the shtick.
Yeah, man.
There's this Confiscation Coup, which is also a rare card. Choose target artifact or creature, then you get 4 energy. Then you can pay energy to gain control of it equal to the permanent's converted mana cost, which is a good energy sink. Era of Innovation, not a very good energy giver, but a very good energy sink because it allows you to draw 3 cards for 2 mana and some energy. The Junjit one is bad. What other things use up energy very well? Okay, yeah. So we go into black. Black, the Demon of Dark Schemes, although it's a mythic, it's a damn fantastic way of using your energy. For 3 black, 3 mana, 1 black, 2 generic, pay 4 energy, put target creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tab. So if you open up this, like, you should be playing energy, like, really good. Die Young is also a very good energy sink. Very, very good. And this one is a common. What else? What else are energy sinks? In black... Yeah, actually in black, those are the only 2 energy... Those are the only 2, like, noteworthy energy sinks.
That's kind of surprising because I was listening to the people at Wizards just discussing the flavor of this set, and they said, the Aetherborn in black are supposed to be the consumers
of the energy, right? Yeah, exactly.
And then in the cards, it's like,
You've only got like, you've got Die Young and the Demon, and that's about it. You have the Thriving Rats, but that's like, it's okay. Yeah. It's not that fantastic.
Maybe they went off tangent during R&D at some point.
It's like, wow, god
I guess there's a lot of things to balance. So.
Yeah. Aether Torch Renegade. This one's a fantastic energy sing because for 8 energy you get to deal 6 damage directly to the guy's face. And energy is like an afterthought. You don't even have to pay mana. Red Harness Lightning, also a very good energy usage.
It's a lightning strike, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's basically like a creature-specific lightning strike that's more flexible.
Oh
I
yeah.
think. I really like Harness
Really
Lightning.
good, yeah. If only you could deal it to the face, man.
That's asking for too much, I think.
I don't know, man.
Just stockpile like 10 or 20 energy just right at you.
Yeah.
That would be a new tier of decks, right?
And that's instant speed, right? You just like energy. Do you have 20 energy? Do you have a counter spell? No, I die.
Sounds like a good combo deck if you can just errata the text on Harness Lightning.
Oh man. We also have this one's a nice one that I like. Spontaneous Artist. This one, when it enters the battle, 4 mana is a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you get 1 energy, but you can pay 1, and target creature gains haste until end of turn. So this one I like a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, so we head over to green.
Just with Spontaneous Artist, I quite like it because if you can really get people by surprise with Fabricate if you just opt to like take the tokens, which you probably will most of the time. And then if you have
just
enough
give
energy
all
stockpiled, you can just give them all haste and attack from nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I quite like that.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's just energy. It's like, you tap out. Now you have to concentrate on how much energy your opponent has and like whatever he has on board. So that could actually be quite dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the Architect of the Untamed in green. So you can pay like 8 energy and you create a 6/6 colorless beast artifact creature token. This one's cute.
I don't like it though. It feels like 8 is too much for his mana cost, like 3 like
That's true. But whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get 1 energy. So you get like free energy.
Evolving Wilds isn't in this set, no?
No, unfortunately
nothing
not.
like that.
Nope.
Okay.
We also have like Bristling Hydra, which we talked about earlier. I think the energy sink, like if you open this card, and these are like rare cards, so if you open this one's like really good because you build up to that turn 4 Bristling Hydra and you can protect it for a very, very, very long time. It gets really big too. There aren't a lot of other energy. Long Tusk Cup is also a very good energy sink. All you have to do is pay 2 and put a +1/+1 counter on Long Tusk Cup. So this is a bear that enters the battlefield, gives you 2 energy, and you can just put like more counters on it. So it gets really big. Doesn't get hexproof, but it's really quite good.
For 2 mana, 2/2 I think it's fair.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's a fair card.
Well above average. Slightly.
It's fair. It's fair. I think it's fair. What else? Is the Virtuoso? Oh yeah, okay. So Whirler Virtuoso. So we're going to the multicolored cards. This one is a good energy sink. It allows you to create. You pay 3 energy. Allows you to create 1/1 colorless top the artifact creature token with like.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Like, there's not much top the creation in this set.
Yeah, there's a lot of servo creation though. But not a lot of top tier creation.
I had my top tier tokens and I already like foiled them out, Then I was disappointed, man. Oh man.
I think I read yesterday that they initially were experimenting with Fabricate in R&D to give Thopters instead of servos.
I think they'd be too broken.
It was way too broken.
It's way too broken.
Like,
everybody just took the Thopters all the time.
Yeah.
They even were experimenting for a while with changing the number of counters versus the token, so it would be like Fabricate, you can choose like 4 counters or 2 tokens. People still took the tokens because they were flying. So
yeah, you got evasion, man. Evasion is so good.
Toppers are cool, man.
And what else? What else do we have?
Voltaic Brawler.
Voltaic Brawler. Oh, one of the modules allows you to use energy, which I think Voltaic Brawler, I mean, like you use it, but it's not a sync.
Or you can dump it all like in one go. Like
you can't dump it all in one go. You can't pay X amount of energy.
Wait, you can't?
No, you every time it attacks, you get the option of only using one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I'm bad.
that's the downside of it, which is we're looking for like energy sinks.
Well, electrostatic pummeler is an energy sink.
Oh yeah. Well, but yeah, you got to pump it up a little bit first. Otherwise, not so good.
No.
The Dynavolt Tower. This one's quite cute. Also, whenever you cast an instant sorcery, you get 2 energy. Then you can pay 5 energy and deals 3 damage to target creature or player. But it's a rare card.
I don't like the ability very much, but I do like the amount of energy it can generate just by being there. I mean, I don't know if you want to play it, but it's an option if you really want to get an energy-based deck. And I don't know, it seems to me like it's a good way to generate energy regardless of its ability.
Rather than use the energy. Well, using the energy is so generating the energy, it needs to be a very specific deck. It needs to be like a spells meta deck.
I actually prefer it to be like maybe a land that does not give mana. 3 mana is a bit too much to dedicate to this, I think.
3 mana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay. You may be onto something. Okay, anyway. Where was that other module? What was that module? I forget. The one that you use energy to put.
Fabrication module.
Is it fabrication module?
It's whenever you get 1 or more energy, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control.
No, there's one where you have to use energy to put a servo token. Is it?
I think
You get energy.
there's one that gives you energy.
Okay, so there's one that gives you energy. There's one that makes servo tokens when it gets a +1/+1 counter. Oh
What's
man,
the
what's
other
the
one?
other
What's it
one? Oh no, yeah.
Fabrication.
Okay, no. It's the decoction module. My bad, wrong one. One last good energy sink, I think, or 2 Multiform Wonder is quite a cool energy sink. This one is that you can pay 1, and then you can gain Flying Vigilance or Lifelink, and then if you pay, you also get to pay 1. It gets +2 -2 or -2 +2.
Should change its modes, man.
Yep.
Transformer.
There's also Ether Hub as well.
Either hub. Yep.
Yeah.
This one's a good one. Despite you being only be able to pay 1 each turn, but it allows you to convert the energy into any colored mana. So this is actually a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, that is good.
I like. Okay, so let's go back to the top and talk about Fabricate. Which of course we always want the tokens. No, we actually. No, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
I don't know. Actually, I always take the tokens.
Angel of
Sometimes.
Invention. I know it's a mythic, alright, but it's a really nice card. Flying Vigilance Lifelink for 5 mana. It's got Fabricate 2, and then other creatures you control get +1/+1. So if you do the servo route, you get a total of 2, 4, 6 power, 5 toughness. One of them being a 2/1 Flying Vigilance Lifelink. Otherwise, you get a 4/3 Flying Vigilance Lifelink, and then all your other creatures get +1/+1. Which either way sounds frightening, honestly.
I'm not really sold on it, to be honest. I mean, I know it has good potential to be powerful, but at the same time, if you choose to take the tokens, it's a 2/1. And, I mean, that's
Which
quite
will
fragile.
never, that's true, but it will never attack.
But
Like,
I don't like its mana cost. It's a bit too high.
5 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would have liked it at 4 mana, but I think at 4 mana it will be a little too broken.
Maybe 4 mana, twin out the 1/1.
I mean, I looked at it and I saw, oh my god, yes, this is great. You can make some tokens and they'll come in as 2/2s. But how long will that benefit last for if it is a 2/1 itself? I mean, I just think it's going to
That's
die
true,
really quickly.
Random removal, man.
Yeah.
Random.
Harness
I mean,
lightning.
that Eddy Trail Hawk will just block it and it'll die.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, it seems I've been not recording the video.
What?
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Oh man. What happened?
How long have we been recording already?
This is what happens when you like turn on studio mode and then forget.
Wait, how long have we
Oh.
been recording already? How long did
Uh,
we miss?
1 hour.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop the video because it's like taking up space in my computer.
My face shall remain hidden.
Yay.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that was dumb. Mick, you are stupid.
Shaking my head.
Oh man. Technical issues every week. Okay, so back to fabricate. Fabricate doesn't work very well unless you have this guy called Master Trinketeer. Servos and Topters you control get +1/+1, and that allows you to create more servo tokens for 4 mana. This guy is fantastic.
That guy's
you definitely
great.
want to open this. This ninth bridge patrol, whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on ninth bridge patrol. So this is great with with tokens, because all you have to do is just create the tokens, and then when they die, he gets +1/+1.
Bigger.
Yep.
Oh man, this would be great with hardened skills.
Which is why hardened skills is rotating out there. Well, hardened skills already rotated out,
yeah.
so
I miss
No
hardened
issue.
skills. I miss it. Man.
where else? What else do we have? Oh yeah, we got vision. Okay, so this one's not bad. Like for 4 mana, you fabricate 2, it's a 2/1. Doesn't have all the stuff that we talked about, the angel of invention thing, but visionary augmenter, 4 mana, 2/1, fabricate 2. Not bad. Gets you lots of creatures. So the thing about like a fabricate gets you lots of creatures. You also want things that will pump up your entire board, which I believe there is a. Is there a? No, there isn't. Not in white. Is the green? Yeah. So there's one spell. There's one spell that allows you to pump your entire board. Is it green?
Green white.
Oh yeah, engineered might. Yeah. Target creature gets +5/+5 and gains trample on the end of turn, or creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain vigilance until end of turn. So this is really damn good for 5 mana. And this is what you want to create all those servo tokens for. This is like the payoff. There aren't a lot of other payoff cards unless you're playing black and you want to get like a shit ton of energy. So you put like lots of tokens and then you cast that big black dude, the Demon of Dark Schemes. But I think that's counterintuitive, right?
A bit.
Okay, moving on to blue. Just a little bit. Moving on to blue.
Do you have any
That's
fabricators in blue?
Fabricate, yeah, there's like one fabricator in blue, I think. There aren't any fabricators in blue.
Okay.
I forget. Yeah, okay. Let's
In
move
black?
on. In black, yeah, black has quite a bit of fabricate, which is
Oh yeah, they do.
oh do.
There's a weapon craft enthusiast.
Oh yeah, okay.
0/1 fabricate 2.
Is that the other guy? Is that the only guy?
I think so.
Oh man,
Well,
I remember fabricate being like a greenish ability, green-white ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh no. There's Marionette Master. Okay, yeah. This guy is a 1/3, fabricate 3. I know it's a rare card, like for 6 mana. When an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to the Marionette Master's power.
6 mana, man.
Yeah, I know it's 6 mana, but it potentially could be like it could cause board stalls.
Yeah, yes.
Especially like black has a lot of those sacrifice outlets, so that's why you want all those tokens for. Underhanded design? Yeah, underhanded design is really good. So when an artifact enters the battlefield, you can pay 1. Then after that, you drain your opponent. Where's the other one? There's one which you have to sacrifice creatures. Eliminate the competition. As an additional cost to eliminate the competition, you sacrifice X creatures and then you destroy X creatures. That's it.
I think black doesn't really have a lot of good fabricate, but it has
But
a
it's got
lot
a lot
of
of good usages,
Yeah.
right?
use for artifacts. I mean,
Eliminate competition sucks.
What?
This card straight up sucks, man.
Which one?
Eliminate competition.
No, man, it's good. Destroy. Dude, if you have all your creatures create tokens, and then you sacrifice the guys who created tokens. So like the weaponsmith, he's a 0/1, he's useless. Sacrifice that guy. Maybe you don't want to sacrifice the Marionette Master, But yeah, if you have like all these tokens and like people, creatures that are useless, and you want to get, go through with your bombs, just get rid of all your useless creatures, which are the 1/1s. They're like, no,
I don't know,
please
man.
don't kill me.
I'm not sold on
And
5 mana, man. It's like
Oh.
5 mana for a bot wipe, 5 mana plus more stuff for a bot wipe.
I'm going to be playing it for sure in
Yeah.
my EDH deck, Gave
Yeah.
Guru of Spores.
Oh man,
Just a
yeah.
bunch of
You can
Saproling
just-
tokens that I don't really want, just,
Oh,
throw them
yeah,
under the
yes.
knife.
In EDH, when you have like can go
True.
really infinitely wide,
Mhm.
and like whatever, just throw you the token, man.
I'll
It's
just kill your stuff.
just whatever.
Oh yeah, there's this the Morphis squad. Morphis squad, yeah, missed that one. 4 mana, menace is a 3/1 menace with fabricate 1. I think for Morphis squad, I would rather have it as a 4/2.
Yeah,
There's only certain conditions where you want to like fabricate using this card. If you're not the aggressor. Let's move on to red. What good fabricate stuff are there in red? In red, where is it? No, red doesn't have any fabricators.
Oh, green has a lot though.
Yeah, green has a lot of fabricate. Green has a lot of fabricate, and it's got like creatures that use the ability of +1/+1 counters, which is nice. The card I think that you actually want to have is the Armorcraft Judge. Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it. So this is the case that you don't want the token, but you want the counter instead. So that one's a really good payoff for fabricate. You got Cultivator of Blades as well, but this one you definitely want the +1/+1 counters. So before this, you fabricate and create like lots and lots of creatures.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll clean that up later. And then after you fabricate, then you attack him with Cultivator of Blades. Make sure that it's pumped up. And then it gives all your other attacking creatures +X until end of turn, where X is the Cultivator of Blades power.
I think I probably prefer this card to Angel of Invention.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do
Fair
agree.
opinion.
That is fair.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I think I'd actually support your idea too.
Woohoo! I can limited.
We got so we're talking a bit more into the +1/+1 stuff. When Kuja's Seed Sculptor is pretty good. Enters the battlefield, it's a 1/2. Then you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, which is basically a 2 mana for 2/3, which is pretty good. It's better than a bear.
This is the sort of thing I like to see. I was just talking
power
earlier
creep.
about the ways to get counters onto other creatures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can just throw that on the blue-green energy
Oh yeah,
trample guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then you have Ovia Pashari, Sage Life Crafter. She's able to create servo tokens, which are they work well with other creatures. And then for 5 mana, you create an XX colorless construct artifact token where X is the number of creatures you control. So yeah, this is the reason why you want like lots and lots of.
It's a pretty good mana sink.
Yeah. So if you're playing the green white version, this is what you want. If you're playing the green blue version, you want counters usually. Pima Outrider, man, is really good. 4 mana for 4/4 trample or 3/3 trample and then fabricate 1.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Flexible options.
Flexible.
Options are nice.
Man, this one's a weird card. I just want to like sidetrack and talk about this for a while. Wildest Dreams.
Wildest dreams.
So for 3 mana, return X target cards from your
Simple.
graveyard to your hand, and then you exile Wettest Dreams. Man,
Wettest dreams.
yeah. I like this card a lot. For 3 mana, you get like... for 5 mana, you get 2 cards back, which is great.
It's pretty good.
Into the... What do you call it? Into the multicolored cards.
Yeah.
Oh, sheesh. I think I missed the card. There was a card where if you put a +1/+1 counter on any creature that turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on that dude. Where was it?
What?
Fairground Trumpeter. So it's the 3 mana 2/2 is an elephant. At the beginning of each end step, if a +1/+1 counter was placed on a permanent under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Fairgrounds Trumpeter.
That's okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It does not work. It's not infinite with another Fairgrounds Trumpeter though.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Which is, well, oh well.
Why would you want it to be infinite?
Because you can.
God
That's
damn it.
why.
Making a statement.
Yeah. It's not that I want to, because I can. What else? What else? Oh yeah, the ones that use up +1/+1 counters, the modules, animation module, and the decoction module, as well as the fabrication module. Like these put +1/+1 counters, and these use up +1/+1 counters. They give you energy and stuff like that. If you guys did not know, you open up all 3 pictures, right? And you put them side by side, like they connect.
Oh yeah, they do.
Not in any order, but they connect. And then it's also infinite, which means the first one connects to the other one. So the first one in the queue, if you put, let's say, the animation module connects up to, is it a fabrication module? Yeah, it connects up to fabrication module. And then the fabrication module connects up to the decoction module, and then the decoction module connects back up to the animation module. Cute, huh? Anyway, whatever. +1/+1 counters. That's it, right? Do we have any others? Fabricate stuff? No. Artifacts can't fabricate themselves.
Well, actually, one of them can.
In the next set.
No. Accomplish automaton. The first one.
It can? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a 7 mana. It's a 7 mana 5/7. It's basically the what's that? I forget what's that card. It's like
The one in the conspiracy draft, you always draft.
Yeah,
Lodestone Giant.
Lodestone Giant?
Is it?
Lodestone Golem?
I don't
Lodestone
know.
Giant, whatever. Yeah, it's a 5/7 but with upside.
Was it just lonely, or was some form of evolution inevitable?
Which is the stepping stone to Terminators.
Or Eater Revolt?
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to get artifacts that are going to fabricate themselves
Oh,
infinitely.
Could this be the rise of the machines?
Yeah. Okay, so last but not least, we talk about vehicles. And which actually are the good vehicles. We only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vehicles. Well, I say only, but yeah, some of the vehicles are okay.
They're okay.
They're okay. I like the Bomat Bazaar Barge. How about you guys? When it enters
Bomat
battlefield,
Bazaar
you draw a card. 4 mana, 5/5. Enters battlefield, you draw a card. Crew 3. It's okay.
It's okay.
Replaces itself. Yeah.
Seems fair.
Uh,
I like the haste one, the triple haste one. What's it called again?
what's
Where
the
is it?
Temple
Where is
one?
it?
The one that animates itself, right?
Oh yeah, Fleet Wheel Cruiser.
Fleetwood Cruiser. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one 5/3 animates itself, and then Crew 2. This one's also quite good. The one I think people should be looking out for. I know this is a rare card though. Cultivator's Caravan. 3 mana. You add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and then you can crew 3, and it becomes a 5/5, which is fine because you have other things that you can use.
That's
use it
decent.
for. Yeah.
It's a mana rock.
Yeah, it's a mana rock. At worst, it's a mana rock, and you should include it.
Yep.
Sky Skiff is one that is also quite useful. And if you can get your hands, because this one is a 2 mana 2/3 flyer with crew 1, so you can have like your turtle enter the battlefield, turn 1, turn 2, you attack, make it a 1/4,
Or
and after that
you-
you can get a flying turtle.
More realistically, just get a servo.
That's true. No, but I want flying turtles, man.
Flying turtle.
I can't imagine like a turtle like, oh, I'm going so fast right now. It's like thinking it's going at the speed of light. Smuggler's Copter is also very good. Yeah, when it attacks or blocks, you may draw a card, and if you do, you discard a card, and crew only 1, which is why it's a rare card.
I think this one has a lot of potential for
Yeah.
constructed.
For 2 mana, that's the thing. Like it's fantastic. It's only 2 mana to get you
I mean,
a 3/3 flyer.
it flies, and apart from the fact that it can dig you deeper, I mean, maybe this is the sort of good madness enabler that Black Red has been needing. Maybe.
Holy smokes! I didn't even think about madness. Whoa!
Well, yeah, the mana cost is right. The crew cost is right. Yeah, I think it might work.
Hey, there's a train though.
What?
Okay, no, but the train's boring.
What? Okay.
The freighter, the train's
What do you
boring.
think about the Sky Sovereign though?
I like trains.
God damn it.
The Sky Sovereign, it's okay. I think if you open this up, you're definitely just going to play it. Crew 3, it's a 6/5 when it attacks with lightning bolts, which is great because you're using up 3 power into the Sky Sovereign, and then the Sky Sovereign is using up that 3 power to deal something else, you know. So it's not bad. And then there are crew members, and there are good crew members and there are bad crew members. And most of the good crew members are in red. Let's see. There's that guy, when he taps, he deals 1 damage to each opponent. I forget what's his called. So 3/2. Where is he? Where are you?
Is he in red? He's in red, right?
He's in red. Speedway Fanatic. Yeah, that's the one. Speedway Fanatic is good. It's a 2/1 haste. When he crews a vehicle, that vehicle gains haste until end of turn, which can surprise people. These are good crew members. But that's not the guy I'm talking about.
Spireside Infiltrator.
Yeah, okay, right next to it. Whenever Spireside Infiltrator becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. This is one of the more fantastic crew members to have. Of course, if you open up Dipala, Pilot Exemplar, she's fantastic because when she becomes tapped, you can pay X, and then you look through the top X cards of your library, pull all dwarf and vehicle cards from among them into your hand, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order, in a random order, sorry. So that one's a good crew card. And of course, a lot of these guys are dwarfs. Some of them are human pilots. Pilot. There are no black... there's a black pilot, right?
Was it Overchase Daredevil?
Yeah, Overchase Daredevil. But it's not very good. He's not a very good crew member. He's just a pilot.
Oh well.
Oh well.
That's why he crashed stuff.
But besides that, there aren't a lot of creatures that have very good, like, when they tap abilities. In fact, there are no other creatures with the when it taps, you get some bonuses. So, yeah. That's it.
I think in blue there's Dramatic Reversal, the instant. It's 1 blue, 1 colorless, untap all non-land permanents you control.
Oh, that's cute.
So
yeah.
I'm looking at this for EDH for Azami, so you can tap all your wizards.
Oh, that's so gross.
Even in limited, I mean, it's probably not very good in limited, but in theory you can, crew your vehicles.
You can surprise a lot of people. Dramatic Reversal.
Do some sick blowout play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually quite true. That's
I think we'll have to
actually
get
quite scary.
a flavor judge for the creatures crewing the vehicles and then untapping and attacking with the vehicle they crewed. Does that work?
What?
There's Jace and Ajani and Liliana and Nisa and... Is that Gideon?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
This, the whole
Where's
team.
Chandra?
Chandra is... Oh, she's looking at them. Because it's like... Nobody asked you to butt in Jace, but thanks. Where did Johnny come from? What the hell?
I don't know. From... what's the plane that he was from? I forget.
Is it Alara?
No, he planeswalked to Alara, but he's from another plane. Was it Theros?
I don't think it's in Theros. Theros had cat people.
Yeah, you got Brimas.
Oh,
I think he was from...
He's from Theros, right?
No, I think it might be...
No, Gideon is from Theros, and Gideon, when he first planeswalked, he met this cat man. Like, wow, meow.
I think he was from Naya, right? Ajani.
yeah, is he?
Oh, okay.
I think he was, and he managed to... I could be wrong, but I think he planeswalked initially to like a different shard within Alara. I think he planeswalked to Grixis, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could be
No,
wrong.
he planeswalked to Jun.
Jun,
That's where what's his name? Gideon planeswalked for also planeswalked too, which is why they are in the same set. I think.
Then they're like, hey man, heard you're white. Yeah, I'm white. You
Yeah,
white?
white. But yeah, there's no other creatures that you want to pilot your vehicles besides, of course, putting them in the hands of machines, which has always turned out to be a fantastic idea,
Nice.
right?
Absolutely, man. Nothing could go wrong. Everything always goes right.
All right, so that is, well, I guess that's the end of it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other cards. I mean, they do a lot of other things, but for your limited, you basically want to get your synergies to revolve around these mechanics. Yeah, you get the energy, and then what else do you do?
Use the energy.
Actually, yeah, you use the energy, and then you get the counters, and then you get the creatures, and then you swing. There's no overrun in the set, but there are really good cards as well.
I mean, there's something we learned from like the past sets pre-release. Like you have things like cohort. Things like the allies and the madness things. Like these things normally like you wait the next set for it to work in standard. But for limited, I think it works.
You can just
for limited it just works.
I'm going to get myself 4 Aetherworks Marvels. I'm going to build a standard deck that is only that revolves around energy, because I want my turn 4 what's his name? Turn 4 Emrakul, or turn 4 Ulamog, or turn 4 Kozilek.
Shaking my head.
Yeah. I think that will be a fantastic. That's like the best.
You're gonna need a lot of things to work for that.
Well, that would be the best deck ever. You cannot deny that.
I like the wording on it though. Is cast the card without this cost instead of just putting it on the field.
You cast it, which means that you get the triggers. You get the triggers, and then your opponent face is sad. Ooh. Oh, why am I so bad at the game?
How could this happen to me?
I can just imagine you hit like Ulamog with this, and your opponent is thinking, okay, he's gonna hit something good with this. I better leave up counterspell mana. So you just cast the Ulamog for free and just destroy their 2 lands or whatever that they're keeping back for the counterspell.
Yeah, exactly. No, he was probably still counter the Ulamog, but I just got rid of 2 of his lands. And then now I'm just like free reign and get whatever I want.
Yeah. I was thinking though, if you destroy the lands he was leaving up for the counterspell because of the cast trigger. Oh yeah, you can.
Oh no, yeah, you can just tap it in response.
Okay, yeah.
So, but you could do it when he's tapped out.
Yeah.
She stepped out, and then like, next turn when I untap, he's dead. No, next turn you don't untap, you got nothing left. And then here's the best part: like you swing in with Ulamog.
Mm-hmm.
So I plan to play the deck with Oblivion Sower.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you swing it with Ulamog.
Oh, you're gonna make like that colorless Eldrazi deck?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's blue-green, it's not colorless, it's blue-green.
Oh, same thing.
Okay, so I like the set. How about you guys? I like the set. Maybe vehicles is a bit like... Vehicles are a lot weird.
I think
vehicles.
The set is really strange because they're cutting back on the amount of mechanics in each set. So this has 3 mechanics.
Yeah.
But even though there's only 3, I can see so many different directions that this can go in. And this is what they were aiming for was, lots of different options, lots of invention.
That's right, yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of different angles of approach, and I'm almost concerned that they tried fitting too much into the set, even though there's only 3 mechanics.
Maybe this is reminiscent of our real life world where a lot of people invent stuff, but not all the inventions are good.
This is my life.
Patents, yeah. All these patents are useless.
Yeah, man. Waste money.
We patented 400 of our technologies. Only 2 of them were licensed.
He wasted like $2 million Kaladeshi dollars on getting this patent approved, and the inventor's fair rejected.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like a patent office. Yeah.
It seems like a pretty big bureaucracy or a technocracy. So there's
technocracy.
That is the title of our podcast, the Kaladesh Patent Office.
Is that our episode's name? Kaladesh Patent Office?
Patent and Trademark Office.
That's right.
Kaladesh PTO. Alright, Thanks for listening to the Power 9 podcast. Now, there is no video, by the way. There is going to be a video, but it's not going to be of us because Mick
It's going to be of a static screen.
Yeah, Mick is dumb. He does not know how to record properly.
It's okay, I'm dumber.
Just insert a picture of yourself. That will keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't forget me.
Oh, no. I don't have a picture of you yet, no. Go and ask just Edwin to
Just Google what picture of... You go Google, type Alfian Poon, you'll probably find me. I am famous.
Like, get Edwin to just Photoshop you into the picture. Like, alright, thanks for listening to the Power 9 podcast. Remember, you can find us every week at power9podcast.com. You can also find us on mtgcast.com as well as on iTunes. And if you're on iTunes, please leave us a review. It helps with the visibility. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/blah blah blah. Just type in there Power 9 Podcast because we don't have enough subscribers, which sucks. Please do subscribe.
Subscribers.
Please. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Power 9 Podcast. We put all the updates there. You can find us on Instagram at Power 9 Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Power 9 Podcast. The 9 is a number 9. You can find myself at The Asian Judge on Twitter.
And me at Oatpressive. Twitter.
I don't know where anybody can find me.
Do you have a Twitter account?
I don't have a Twitter. Well, I do, but I only use it for entering like competitions and
Does he
stuff.
have a Facebook?
Oh, okay.
I have Facebook, yes.
Right. Yeah, Stephen Foley with a PH.
I'm just Steve on Facebook, so.
Steve Foley with PH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What with a PH?
STEPHE.
Yeah. Steffer. You're one, dude. You're like one letter away from just like fully putting out your name. Steffer. And you can find us on all forms of social media. And I think when Kaladesh starts, I will start doing the MTGO. What's that? Twitch, right? Twitch.tv/The Asian Judge. And remember, you can catch me and Alfian sometimes streaming on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games. Anything else we want to say?
Disappearing Act is a good card.
For myself, Alfian and Steve, we're signing out.
Flying whales.
Flying whales.
Disabled camels.
Ciao.